Okay, we are on to the second trimester now. The second trimester we have, hopefully, a little bit more energy than we did in the first trimester. And a lot of people don't get their like nurseries ready until the third trimester, but honestly, if you feel up to it, I would do it in the second whilst you've got the energy, because in the third trimester you just want to be resting and not putting together a cot. We will get into it. I love this quote that I'll read to you first. Houses destroyed by storms are frequently rebuilt, not into the same houses that existed before, but into homes that are better able to withstand similar storms in the future. So too are people able to emerge from adverse life circumstances stronger and better off than they were before, with the support of significant others who fortify and assist them in rebuilding. The quote really highlights the importance of like strong social relationships in the face of adversity. So having people to turn to that you trust and get your situation will be so helpful. You are going through pregnancy after a previous loss. Finding other women that are going through the same experience can really help support your worries and just your experience in general. That we talk about like finding your village a lot of the time, and you know, we used to live in a world where our village was right on our doorstep. We had it 24/7, and we just don't live in that world anymore at all. The modern world is just not like, it doesn't cater well to pregnant women and our journey into motherhood at all. But it doesn't mean that our village is not there. It just means it's a bit harder to find. So we're going to go into how we can find our village a bit more in pregnancy. And we want to start in pregnancy. Early as possible is great, because we don't want to end up in postpartum and be like, where people, you know, because it can be really hard, and we want to have some support already there put in place. Thing that I would do at the start of your pregnancy is work out what your values are in life and write them down. So for example, my personal values are home as a sanctuary. I love my home. I'm such a homebody, and so I want to spend as much time at home with my family as possible. But I also have trust as a value. God, sorry. Trust as a value, and people don't show me that they're trusting or trustworthy, then I'm not going to invest in them. So you want to work out your values, and then you want to work out what you're going to need, or what you need as a mother to thrive. You need friends that are just going to be there for play dates, or do you need friends that are gonna go to dinners with you or to the park? Like, what do you want to do with your child, and what do you want to do as a mother? Because there's a lot of mums out there. We have a ton of mums, but finding mums that really align to your personal values, that's really hard. So it kind of takes a bit of hit and miss. I'll put in a little picture of our social circles, and then we will put in our support system around it. So I'll send you one that's already filled in, and then I'll send you one for you to fill in. A few of the ways that we can build our village. Do free ways, and unfortunately we have to pay for our village a lot of the time nowadays. So free ones are, there's an app called Peanut, and you've probably heard of it, but there are lots of subgroups in that as well for like mums who have had a loss, first time mums in their 20s, mums with gestational diabetes, whatever it is, there's a group for it. And it's virtual, so if you are a homebody and you don't want to socialize as much, but you want to have that support of other mothers, then Peanut would be a great way to go about it. There's also a ton of Facebook groups, but I do think that with some Facebook groups, there are some really beautiful ones that are very much caring and judgment free, but there are a lot there where I guess the community isn't so supportive. So just be careful, and if one's not suiting you or you're not liking the vibe, get rid of it. You don't need it. Like, you don't have to be part of all the mum Facebook groups. There's also parenting groups run by your hospital. There should be free ones, or your midwife. Most home birth midwives as well will run little catch-up sessions or get-togethers with their mothers and like previous mothers and upcoming ones, so that's always great. Then you've got your paid ones, so you can go to like a pregnancy fitness class. I know loads of mums that I've met like some of their closest friends through like Pilates classes and just pregnant friendly workout classes. You've also got doula-led mothers groups. So you've got mothers circles, you've got parenting classes, might be hypnobirthing classes. And with a lot of the hypnobirthing classes, you can do them in quite like intimate groups, and so you really get to know each other throughout the day. So that would be nice, especially for dads, because there's a lot of support lacking for dads. So yeah, I would also reach out to like acquaintances that you know are pregnant or mothers. I know for a fact that if I had an acquaintance or a friend that reached out to me and they were pregnant or a mother, I would love to talk to them. Like, I think when you move into this space, you just want to be surrounded by other mothers, because a lot changes, life is different, and you really need to find people that are in the same life space as you. Using the time when you've got the energy to really outsource support and kind of build those relationships when you're energetic, you're feeling good, you're pregnant, like, do it. Social well-being, we also have to talk about boundaries, and I guess boundaries are such like a buzzword or a buzz topic at the moment. It's spoken about a lot, but they literally protect our inner peace, and our inner peace as pregnant women is like the most important thing. Birth is gonna be like the biggest moment of your life. Like, it is like preparing for a marathon, and if you are not committed to that and you aren't protecting your inner peace for that, it's gonna be really hard. So we want to set some like good boundaries, and if we have family and friends that are just, you're finding yourself being really triggered, or it's just not supporting or not supportive of your values and what you want from your birth or journey into motherhood, then feel free to set boundaries. If it's not supportive of your well-being, it's not supportive of your baby's well-being. So don't feel guilty about setting boundaries. And the more you can do it early on in pregnancy, the more confident you'll become at setting boundaries. A few prompts below, or I've linked a few prompts in the email if you struggle with boundary setting, because it's not something that can be easy, and especially as women and people pleasers, it can be really hard and clunky, but it's important, and it will honestly prepare you for motherhood in such a better way. But I remember seeing this video a while ago, and it was something along the lines of, I will choose to be a mother before I'm a good parent. I will choose to be a mother before I'm a good friend. I will choose to be a mother before I'm a good like patient, something like that. But we're always choosing our child and what we think is best for our child and as a mother over everyone else. We don't need to be playing into everyone else's roles. We just need to be asserting ourselves as mothers and look after our kids in the best way that we think that is, which will be the best way for your child. You know what's best. And even as a first-time mum, you know what's best. You've got this. Just wrap it up with, use your second trimester if you're feeling great to reach out to pregnant mums, reach out to mothers that have been, or like new mums that you might get along with. Pregnancy groups, finding a village, I'll link all the different ways that we spoke about, free and paid, and also the boundary setting ones. I will also put in a few ways to support your body in the second trimester that we didn't get into today. I hope you're really enjoying it. I'm enjoying chatting to you about it. It feels very informal, so I'm sorry if that's not working for you, but I like having this like chat, and I hope you're enjoying it too. I will see you tomorrow for the third trimester.